Hello, and thanks for taking the time to watch my video. Um, I've recently been looking at ways to increase my um, lead generation, if you like, for obviously my business, and I have actually been looking at video, obviously other companies' videos, etc. And I actually think it's a great idea. Um, if you've got a business, you really want to be looking to use video in your business. I'm used to the old school methods, if you like, of generating leads. I do marketing, canvassing. I work boot fairs, and I do the markets. I work in the street. I hand out leaflets. I do all these different things to generate my leads for the different companies that I work for. I've always been involved in marketing, so obviously, I've been trained in the old methods, if you like. But recently, I've been looking at ways to try and, um, if you like, improve the quality of the leads that I get, and also a way of getting a better response from a leaflet or from any other promotional material that I put out. And I think video is brilliant. Yeah. Um, if you've got, if you're a builder, you might be a plasterer, a landscaper. In my case, my nephew, a friend, my nephew, he does all the rendering, all like the external walls. He puts all the nice decorative render, and he's really good at it. And lately when I've been chatting to him, and he spoke about ways that he gets his work. He does it the old method. He hands a card out. It's got his name and number on it, but it ain't got no real information. Yes, people might know he's a good renderer if it's a recommendation, but I'm on about people looking at your business externally who don't know anything about you. Now, most people, if you've got a business and if you've got a business that's new and you're looking to promote it, people talk about obviously getting a website, with obviously pictures, portfolio of your work. Very importantly, you want a before and an after picture. But that's all it is. It's a before and after picture. And really, people who are looking at your website, they don't even know if that's your job. You've only got to go to Google Images and get a picture of a drive or a picture of a house, and no one knows that you're telling the truth. With video, you cannot lie. If you do it properly, people can look at your video and know that you are telling the truth. Now, a way I recommend you do it. Imagine you're a bricklayer, say, or a block paver. You do landscaping for people, and someone wants to know about you. What you could do in your video, which I think is a great idea, is take, in the case of a driveway, say, take a video of the drive before it's done. So you could say, this is such and such a job that I've recently taken on. This lady wants a raised uh, a, a raised planter made out of brickwork. She then wants me to do a block paved area, and on the right hand side she wants me to install sleepers, say, like a planter of like raised beds. Um, this is what the lady's asked me to install, and I've told her that I'll do this installation for, say, £5,000. Let's say, keep away from round figures. £5,300. Don't ever just do it. Always keep away from big numbers. And then the people will, then they'll know in your video that that's what you're looking to do for the lady. You could then go on in your video and you could actually show you on the site, actually carrying the blocks onto the driveway, laying the driveway, putting the sand down, whatever. And then later on in the video, you can then show the completed job. Now, once the job's completed, obviously the people who are watching it see the before, the during, and the after. You could even then in your video put a testimonial. You know, have you asking the lady who you've done the job for, are you happy with the work? And she's going to stand there and say, well, yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with it. You know, I'm very pleased. You've done exactly what you've asked, you know, exactly what I asked you to do. You have done. And I was very happy with your price. Now that video is worth its weight in gold. Anyone that looks at your video now thinks, well, this bloke knows what he's doing. The woman's told him what he wants. He's given her a price. He's planned it out. He's done the job. And she said she's happy with it. You know, what is there? You know, what else could you do? You can't give all that information by just handing over a business card. It means nothing. Anyone can go anywhere. You can go to a local printers and get yourself, I don't know, 100 business cards for like 30 quid. Do you know what I mean? It carries no weight. What does carry weight is you, you know, of you being on site and doing that job, and if you can get a testimonial as well, that's worth its weight in gold. Now I mentioned the price. You know, you can mention the price that you installed the job for. That's very important. Now, anyone that watches your video and they see obviously what you've done for that price, and the woman saying that she's very happy with it, they've got a mental picture of what you do and the money you charge. You don't want to be getting involved in battles over price. You know, I've had people say to me, "Oh, the woman's at another price," and you know, she's asking, you know, she wants me to do it, but she wants me to do it for like £500 less. And I say to my mates who I get work for, tell them no. Tell them no. I cannot do it for that. Say to them, you know, and you've got to say to these people, say you might be able to get it done cheaper. You might be able to get it done cheaper, but you ain't going to get it done better. Yeah? When you're talking to people and these people are asking you to do this work, you've got to create their desire. They've got to think they want you to do the job. And I love it when people say to me, "Oh yeah, but we have had another quote. We've had another quote, and like they're like £500 cheaper." I say, "Oh yeah." I'll say, "Yeah, yeah, okay, but that's our price." I stick to my price. And you know, and you could even go a little bit like if you want to be a bit powerful, you can even say, "Well, look, if you want us to do it, just let us know." Act like you don't give a monkeys, because you don't. Because if you don't get the job at the right money, you don't want the job. Yeah? Get a job that pays you the right money. Getting work is so easy. Well, for me, going out, getting leads, generating business is so simple. Yeah? You get loads of people helping you. You get loads of little ants going out there doing the work for you. But what's difficult, what can be difficult, is getting work at the right money. I know people who are always busy. You know, sometimes they're always busy. Yeah, they're busy because they're doing the job for nothing. You know, if the money ain't in the job, don't do it. Spend your time on getting the jobs at the right money. You know, I don't want to go on, but it annoys me because otherwise you end up chasing them around, doing loads of work for people, and you ain't getting the right money. And what's worse is they say, "Oh yeah, that bloke, he done me a great job and he weren't dear." When you go round on a recommend, guess what? They know you're cheap. "Oh, he's only cheap, he didn't charge me a lot of money." You don't want to be known as the person that's cheap. You want to be known as the person that does a good job. You are the person that does a good job at a fair price. You don't want to be the cheapest. Yeah? So, you know, really think about what you're doing, because if you just started a business and you're out and you feel like you're chasing your tail, step back and say, "Hold on a minute, I'm gonna, you know, I'm good at what I do. I'm good at laying bricks. I'm good at whatever, you know," and say to them, "Yeah, you might have been quoted cheaper, but you won't get a better landscaping than me. You know, I'm busy. You know, if it's not a problem, if you want to go somewhere else, I don't mind. I won't be offended. Let them know you ain't going to get involved in all that crap about price. Yeah? I know people like, I've done it myself. When I've worked for window companies and like, I've gone on these leads and like, you know what they are. They're like an internet lead. Somebody has gone on a site, they want replacement windows and they tap in on the site that they want a new windows to the front of their house. And all of a sudden 6 people get notified that they want quotes from. And then you go around there, you measure it all up and you know what they're going to say to you. Well, we've had a cheaper quote. I say, oh, okay, that's fair enough. No problem. What I'm going to do, if you want me to do it, just let me know. Act like you don't give a toss. You ain't going to walk out the door there and then. You're just letting them know that that you're good at what you do. If they say, well, we've been quoted 4,000 and you quoted us 6. Sometimes I love it when they do that because I say to them, oh yeah, can I ask you what car you drive? And they'll say, oh, I've got I don't know, they might say they've got I don't know, a nice car. I don't know, a really nice car. They've got a Mercedes or they've got something. And you say, well, can I ask you, why did you buy that car? And you don't want to get into a battle with them. You just got to make them think differently. Just say, why did you buy that car? And they'll say, oh, because they liked it. You say, was it because you liked it? They'll say, yes. And what did you like about it? Was it because it had a leather interior? Was it because it had the nice stereo? Was it because it had a nice windscreen when the windscreen goes over? What did you like about that car? And they'll go into all the things they like about that car. And I say to them, be brave. Say, well, not being funny, but you could have got a cheaper car, couldn't you? And they'll say, well, yeah. Why didn't you then? And they'll say, oh, I know, I understand what you're saying. Say, well, it's the difference. You've had another company come round here. Yes, they've quoted you, and yes, they're cheaper, but they're not better. Now, do you want to buy good quality windows or good, whatever it is you're selling? Do you want to buy them of a high quality, or you happy, or do you intend really, without cutting corners, are you looking for like a bit of a cheaper job? And then they'll be straight with you. They might turn around and say, well, we ain't staying here very long. Right? And then the wife might step in and say, well, actually, we are staying here. So you see what I'm saying? You need to let them know that what you're doing is above average, way above average. And if they want a decent job, they've got to sign with you. Don't ever mention sign. Just say, look, put your squiggle there. Yeah, don't even mention signing anything because it makes people freak out. You don't want to do that. But that's what it's about. But I know this. I've gone a little bit off of the subject, but you really need to start thinking, upselling what you are. I'm good at my job. We offer a good price, a good service. The guarantee's good. We ain't going to compete with these Mickey Mouse firms. But back to what this video was originally about, like obviously video. I think that if you've got a video and it's showing all what you do, especially if you've got quite a few different jobs at befores and afters, you've got written testimonials, all these things, they're adding to your credibility. It's a bonus. When I've worked for window companies in the past, and some of the companies I work for have been big companies, and I've gone round there, and they've said to me, "Oh, actually, you've done our friend's house." Right, so really it's like a recommendation. Their friends had it done, and now we've been invited round to do hers. Well, she's already sold. She's already sold on me. All I've got to do is get her up, build her right up. Her desire has got to be so great that she cannot go anywhere else. Yeah? Just she needs to really think that she's got to get them from you, and if she don't get them from you, she's not going to get them from anywhere else. Yeah, so that is what you got to do. You don't be bombarded on price. Tell people that you're good at what you do. Upsell them all the time. You're selling all the time. You're closing. You're finding out when they're thinking about getting this done. You know what I mean? look at, how serious. You need to build them up. Keep building them up, building them up, building them up. Yeah? You got to pretend that you're, as if you're in that house and you're sitting there and all you're doing is you're stroking them. Every time you stroke them, they're getting, they're relaxing. They're getting used to you being there. You've got to just, you're on stage. You are actually on stage. Yeah? If you go to a theatre show and the person jumps up, at the end of the show, all the curtains open and they close and everyone stands up and you're all clapping like because you really enjoyed the show. That doesn't happen when you're in sales. What my appreciation is when they get the checkbook out and they write the deposit. Right? That's your standing ovation. Yeah. So really look at what you're doing. When you're in that person's house. I know I'm going a little bit off of what this is about, but I get excited about sales. You need to, you're on stage, impress them. They've invited you in. You appreciate the fact that they've invited you around there all the time. You're building your credibility. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, video. For me, I tell you what, I wish video had been around when I first got involved in sales, because if you've got decent video of jobs you've done, you can wipe these other companies that go in there that are small Mickey Mouse firms with no credibility. You can wipe the floor of them. You really can wipe the floor of them. Just say to them, I was in a house once, like it wasn't about video, but this woman had a company round there. The bloke hadn't even took a window in the house. When he told me when I asked him who had been round there, he said to me, "Oh, bloke, give me a price." And I said to the bloke, I said, "What window was it?" And he turned around and went to me, "Well, actually, Colin, he didn't show me." I went, "What?" I went, I said, "You ain't going to buy it for him, are you?" He said, "Well, he give us a price." I said to him, this is what I said to him. I said to him, "Well, you wouldn't buy a car without seeing it, would you?" He said, "Well, no, I don't suppose I would." I said, "That wobbly firm that you've had round, I call them wobbly windows." I said, "Can we forget about them? Because they're not in the same game that I'm in." And the wife standing there looking at me thinking, he's right. That bloke didn't even bring a window in. You need to get all the information. Get all the information. If you've got all the information, then you can keep shutting them doors. Shut the door. Question. Shut the door. Ask another question. Shut the door. So at the end, when you hit them with a close, you're halfway there. You need to, at the end, when they've when you've closed all them doors, the only objection you want to be facing is price. Yeah? And that's where you're back to, you need to build the desire up so that product is worth more than that money. Because that's all you're doing. You're making in that person's mind that product worth more than their money. Yeah? For women, it's easy. The men, it's the man you got to convince. Not always, but usually the women always want it. It's who's going to make their house look nice, and etc. But like I say, any questions about sales? If you need to know how I do it, when I'm in the house, how I close, because it's an art. It really is. There's a lot of people out there going out on jobs and they're giving quotes, and that's all they are. They're just a quoter. Yeah. Well, you want to be a closer, not a quoter. You want to be able to go in that person's house and actually sell that deal. Because if you're like me, I only earn money when I sell. Yeah. Sometimes I get paid for getting the leads, but I also sometimes when I go out, I actually sell. If that person don't stand up and clap and write me out a check, I ain't earned no money. It's cost me money. I've had to drive around it. But like I say, think about, back to, obviously without going on about it too much, think about video. I know this video was originally about video, and I've helped you a little bit with what to do with the video. Make sure it's got all the information. Where your company's based. If you've got an office, show a picture of your office. All you're doing is you're creating more credibility. And if you're trying to sell something to anyone, right, to anybody, it's all about credibility. Yeah. If that person thinks, do you know what, this bloke is who he says he is, he showed me his work, he showed me what he's going to do, then they will 9 out of 10 times go with you and act like you don't care. Not rudely, but act like, you just ran there to give them a quote. You're not under no pressure. If they think, well, do you know what, this bloke, he seems desperate, you're not. Don't ever be desperate. I know it's difficult, especially if you're involved in sales and you know that if you don't get the order that you're not going to make the money obviously on the sale. But I tell you what, if you're desperate, that comes across. And if they think you're desperate, then guess what? You're going to be in that battle again, and that battle is going to be price. Yeah, you need to be strong. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. But like I say, seriously think about video, because that will make your business. Now, if you've got it, ain't got to be fantastic. It can be done with an iPhone, a tab, whatever. Just showing these people what they're going to get for their money. I'm telling you what, that's worth more than any business card. Anyway, thanks very much for taking the time to, like I say, watch my video. Bye bye.